over the past like few years, when did you buy Dreams anyway?
I think it was in the summer of 2018. My brother had bought it for me because he knew how much I love Little Big Planet, and I was eyeing the game for months. And I'm just like, like amazed on what this tool can do. So my brother, bought the game for me for like 20 pounds, not pounds, $20.
What do you go by?
Um, you mean like my name?
Your username.
Well, I go by Bro Videogaming, but you can just call me Bro.
Okay, sweet. All right.
Don't call me Video Gaming because that'd be weird. That was like me calling you Tenko.
Well, hey, that works too. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
so. What's up, everybody? It's Subtenko, and we got Bro Video Gaming here on the ImpSpace Community Podcast. We're just focusing on what people have been doing since streams came out and post streams. Now that we got all the updates we're ever gonna get, unless some kind of miracle happens. But yeah. So how did you even find out about Dreams again? Like, run that back to me.
Okay. Like I said, so I saw Dreams in a magazine, and like in my bathroom one day. I don't know, my mom brought home like a magazine, and then I saw like the bear, fox, and dragon thingy. I forgot their names. Honestly, they're from the story mode, and it was talking about a game called Dreams and how MM had made it. And when I saw that, I did some research and realized, oh my god, this is just Little Big Planet 4. Not really, but still, I wanted that game for like ever.
So was it Game Informer, like the magazine?
I don't remember. I just saw it in the magazine. I was like younger. This is like how many years ago? Like it was like 2 years before 2018. So like 2016, I think. I don't know. Maybe I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, it was a while back, man.
Yeah, it was. I don't remember what I had for dinner like on Monday. So
Well, you were expecting a Little Big Planet 4 for real, or before you like knew what?
I mean, what I meant by that was it was like the same kind of coding logic as Little Big Planet 3 was, or Little Big Planet in general. The logic based coding, and it was in full 3D. Even if it wasn't Little Planet 4, I basically called it Little Planet 4, even though it was not Little Big Planet. Like I knew it wasn't Little Big Planet. I knew it was like a totally different game, but to me, it might as well have been.
I gotta know this. Were you one of the people yelling at Meter Molecule about where's Little Big Planet 4 ever in your life?
No, I have not. I have just been patiently waiting.
I want to meet somebody that's like legit. Have you seen the comments online? Yeah, I want to like get in the mind of them because these people get mean. Have you seen them? They trash talk Media Molecules like social media accounts.
Not really. I haven't seen any. Do not group me in those people. I'm not. I have never heard of the people to do that. For Little Planet 4. I know people that do that. Period, with many different things, but never for like Little Planet 4. Like, chill out. It's just a kids game.
Yeah. And with the demeanor of Media Molecule, it's kind of funny. It's this nice little company, and then all of a sudden, trash talking on their account because it's like, yeah, don't pay attention to this awesome tool that's 100 times better than Little Big Planet. Yeah, we'll just keep complaining and yelling at them about Little Big Planet 4 and Sackboy.
Honestly, Media Molecule just told them, "You want Little Planet 4? Make it yourself. We got Dreams."
Yeah. That really, unfortunately, it's sad that they didn't get to fully do the whole roadmap of the game, because I was writing articles about it and how big it could get. It's still a big game. It's just like the potential is just didn't get where it is.
I hate that they just said, okay, scrap it all. We're not doing this. And we're like, I wanted the PS5 version for so long because I was hoping I could like make my own PS5 games and dreams for quite a while. But no.
Yeah, well, so you have a PS5. I feel like I'm the only one who doesn't have one.
I got PS5, which means all my clips I'm going to be sharing with you are in 60 FPS. So yay.
Well, I played an unoptimized version on PS4. I checked out your dreams in the game, and
Yeah.
so you're a big fan of Sonic. I can.
Yeah.
But
honestly, Sonic is the only thing I know how to do in Dreams. Because I'm no 3D modeler. I only know how to code and whatnot. Code and make levels. And since humans are naturally complicated, and plus Sonic was huge on Dreams, I figured I'm the Sonic guy. I love Sonic. I love making Sonic games. It's just pretty fun. Blue Hedgehog go burr.
I didn't know you were a coder. I mean, like, what kind of programming languages? Like, we talking like web development or?
Oh no,
like
no,
C?
I'm talking about like Dreams. I don't know how to code outside of Dream. I'm just saying I'm very fluent in logic gates.
Well, that counts because there's more. It has a more visual friendly interface, but really, it is. Yeah, I mean, there's a talent behind logic and Dreams. There's a lot of stuff that goes into almost like breaking the game and making the own developers realize, hey, how did they do that? Because that's happened a lot in this community.
I'm very fluent in simple to understand, but it gets very complicated later on, like coding languages. Like, I'm really fluent in the Overwatch Workshop, for example. I can like do that pretty easily.
Wait,
let's see.
What workshop?
The Overwatch Workshop. It's like in Overwatch 2, there's a workshop thing you can use, which is basically like coding, but for Overwatch, and it allows you to create custom game modes without needing dev tools.
So, I don't know about that. How does that is that similar to the Fortnite user created stuff?
I don't know. I don't use Fortnite. You would catch me dead before I played a single match of Fortnite.
How about Gary's mod or Unreal Engine 5?
Nope. And I tried Unreal, but then I immediately backed away. I did try Godot for a little bit. My friend was teaching me how to use Godot for a little bit. But, yeah, I think I might want to stick to Dreams. I'm too small brain to comprehend any new things.
Godot, or whatever you say, however you pronounce it, sounds interesting. But so if those aren't related to it, so the Overwatch coding section, or however you want to put that,
yeah.
Like how long have you been using it?
Well, the Overwatch workshop got and went to go listen. Make sure I get this information right. I think it was 2021, but let me check. Overwatch workshop release date. It released in May 21st of 2019. So basically, since 2019, I've been using the Overwatch workshop.
Oh, when everything was shutting down and stuff. Overwatch workshop. Yeah, I've never. Overwatch workshop.
The thing is, the workshop has very simple lines of code, like condition, is player alive, action, apply impulse, or something like that. Like the coding stuff is very simplistic. However, you can make some pretty amazing stuff, in it using just those basic blocks. But I feel like we're getting a little too off track. Let's go back to Dreams, maybe.
Well, I was about to say, did the Overwatch workshop help you with Dreams logic, or vice versa?
Honestly, not really. The only thing that helped me with Dreams logic was my experience in Little Big Planet.
Okay.
I never made any games in Little Big Planet. I made like a few levels on my Earth. I used some logic gates in that game a little bit, but I wasn't really too into it until Dreams came along and really gave me a reason to use those tools. And so here I am in Dreams.
Yeah, same here. Like with Little Big Planet, I wasn't really. I was less of a logic guy, and I'm still not primarily a logic guy for Dreams, but I could understand it way better, and I could see everything way more clearly with Dreams versus Little Big Planet.
Mhm.
But for Dreams, your Sonic stuff,
Mhm.
I played a couple of levels of that, and I gotta say I was waiting to see like would you incorporate a like a restart or a checkpoints or anything because correct me if I'm
Which one are you playing?
correct me if I'm wrong. If you like fall off the map, you got to restart the whole thing like manually in Dreams.
Okay, so wait, which game are you playing exactly? Like on my profile?
So pretty much all the Sonic games. I think you got like about three
Oh,
at least, but um
yeah. I must have forgot to like put in death pits,
yeah.
and yeah. You see, I have like experience in dreams. My most recent game was like in 2021, because I read the title, and back then I only had like 3 years of experience in dreams. So obviously I didn't really care much about the fine details because no one's gonna play this anyway. Look how wrong I was. And so I've actually been on Dreams like a lot longer than what my profile suggests because I have started and forgotten many projects on Dreams. I'm not on my PlayStation right now. Oh wait, do I have PlayStation 4 in here? I could turn that on. See, I don't know. But I've been experimenting with like different projects. Like, the only project non-Sonic related that I actually completed was the Final Fantasy Freddy's Dreams remake, which I think turned out really great. And it's technically all of Final Fantasy Freddy's 1, but a little scuffed.
I don't know how many Five Nights at Freddy games there are, but
Honestly, there's not a Final Fantasy Freddy's game that remakes the entire game. I'm talking about nights 1 through 5 with working AI and power draining management. Everything in the games from the Easter eggs to, well, maybe not the Easter eggs, to that power outage, it's there. And you can fully beat the game too. I think. I didn't actually test all of the game. I just played I don't know, like a couple of nights of 2 and 4 just to make sure.
hence the disclaimer may contain bugs. Report them as needed.
Yep. I kind of let the community do my playtesting
So
and whatnot.
yeah, that's the most polished game that you have, and like I've seen the Five Nights at Freddy's game before, but I'm not like familiar with all the lore or anything. But it does
Makes sense.
from way back when, from when I saw it, it does look like it's like a legit remake. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
the Freddy Fazbear character got me, so I did not win so far.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, the thing is, I wanted to make a Final Fantasy Freddy's remake in Dreams for its 10th anniversary, and it was 2024 of June, so that was basically the most experience that I got. And okay, this leads me to like my biggest project on Dreams I've made yet to date, and it is Sonic related. It's a Sonic fan game. But this one is definitely going to be probably the most impressive based on the ambition behind it.
Like another Sonic game that you're still
Yes.
developing.
Yes, I'm still developing this as we speak. This has voice acting. This has an entire script. This has character arcs, and I'm very much looking forward to sharing it. I do want to ramble on about that.
Are they
But if you have any,
are they like are they original character arcs from you, or do you incorporate some Sonic pre made or pre done?
no.
Because I don't know anything.
Just
I don't know much about the Sonic stories.
just a little spoiler: Sonic's not the one being the arcing on, if that makes sense. Okay. So before I go ahead and ramble on about this project of mine and share some footage with you via Discord screen share, do you have any more questions for my past projects on Dreams?
No, like no. Yeah, go ahead and share the screen or show the
Okay.
project.
Yes, I will. So I'll share my entire screen on that. I'll share my system audio. right? I'm gonna have to turn on my everything else volume, but basically here's all my B-roll for my game Sonic Dimensions that I have put in. There's a lot here. I'm gonna try and go in order and whatnot, but basically, I've gotten a little bit of progress in this game already, especially with the puppet. I'm gonna start with the puppets. The Sonic the Hedgehog character puppet is here, and it's basically using Brian Shang's Sonic the Hedgehog model, for example. And instead of actually putting like no effort into the puppet and just not changing it and whatnot, let me just turn this down and not like leaving it as default. I decided to give the puppet new animations, new combo moves, and reworks of the abilities. For example, I had to rework how the spin dash worked in order to incorporate momentum. Like, in Sonic games, you can just roll down hills and gain speed, to go uphill, lose it.
Yeah.
I actually have that system in place for this game. So when you run down a hill, you gain immense speed. But when you roll down a hill, you just get top speed almost instantly. Stuff like that.
Yeah, it took me I played like a Sonic demo before, like a long time ago, and it took me like a little bit to figure out exactly what the controls were when playing. But the controls make sense. I just wasn't quite sure what was what.
Yeah. So this game is basically Sonic Adventure 3. I wanted to incorporate some type of momentum system in the game, and I felt like the best blueprint take from was Sonic Adventure. Controls that felt nice and controllable while still going at hot speed if you can go down hills. So here's the first level. Let me just go right here. Just stop it here. So here's the first level of the game, by the way. Green Hill Zone. And I wanted to make this level not too simple, but not too hard either. If that makes sense. I wanted to show off the main mechanics of the puppet, for example. Like the momentum physics. Like over to left, you can see like a hill. There, you can like run down it and see your MPH gauge go up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's like a big old giant Parker playground for Sonic. It's kind of cool.
It is.
And and those games that I've seen, like just clips of, by the way, like the real games of Sonic, I'm not sure if that's what they were going for or if that's just like a moment in the game. But it's like if Sonic had Mirror's Edge, that's what it what it looked like. And I don't know if that's how the Sonic games are,
right.
But this is kind of giving me that vibe seeing your gameplay.
Yeah, the closest I can think of to your analogy would be in Sonic Lost World, because that one had the parkour system. Oh, and I did want to implement parkour for one character, which I will show off later. But basically, before I ramble on about the main premise of the game, I just really want to get that out of the way. And another thing, you can actually hear Sonic grunting, and if you listen closely, that isn't the actual Sonic voice actor. I actually hired my own for this game from a third-party website, and you actually have these characters interacting. For example, I'm gonna let this clip play out so you can demonstrate it. Hopefully it's hearable. Let me just turn up the volume, maybe.
Yeah, it's at a decent volume, and then we'll probably like overlay the video clip if you have that.
I mean, I'll just send all my files to you, so you don't have to do that.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So I definitely want to have more character interactions like this throughout the level. This is just I'm not gonna stop the player every time a cutscene happens, because obviously the Sonic game, no one wants to stick around for that long. But I felt like I just wanted to have that moment to just nod to the player. Oh yeah, I got voice acting, baby.
No, that's cool. Oh, some real action.
Yeah. A lot of games and dreams like just leave the cutscene silent and whatnot, which is totally fine. You don't have to do what I'm doing every time I make a game. Get this guy voice actor. No. But it definitely does help in the narrative, I guess. And
sometimes games mix it up too. Like like mainstream games do that. They'll mix up uh text dialogue and voice acting to just kind of like save on voice acting.
I know what you mean. Like a core different statements, like how Sonic X Shadow Generations did it. You just have vague exclamations, whatnot. Now, before I go any further into this level, this is gonna reveal the main plot of the game. But basically, the main plot I wanted to go for. This game is called Sonic Dimensions, and originally, before I finalized the script, I wanted to have Sonic go through different dimensions and whatnot, like many different dimensions. But I kind of just scaled it down to just one, just visiting one other dimension. And you'll see that here, where, portals start popping up.
Dang.
It's like chaos. I originally wanted Sonic to just have the dodges portals as a gameplay segment, but it didn't really work well with the Mach Speed thing. And yes, this is a Mach Speed segment. You can't see it, but you're basically forced to be going forward. And I spent a long time on this, mind you.
It looks cool, like especially with like the portal part. Let alone the sense of scale and the world that you built. It just looks like it can go on forever. You did a good job designing that.
Definitely. I spent a long time on Green Hill. Like, I had to get the background mountains right, and so Green Hill isn't just like an ocean of water. It's like a major island. And I definitely want to incorporate the two feelings, by having this lush green mountain area, with like the ocean at the bottom. So there's still like a kill plane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty bad with terror, like designing like open areas. Like, I make them feel too empty every time I do that. So I feel like this was a good compromise to have little islands of Green Hill here.
Oh, it's
still
working.
Feeling like, like this area, for example, it's super empty. I had no idea what to put here besides some palm trees and whatnot. So I definitely stick to this design.
Well, this view is fine. I could probably say that a little more for when he turns right, and there's like it just looks like a wall, and where there's nowhere to go. Yeah, like right there.
Here.
Yeah.
This is actually a pathway. You can actually like go up this bridge here, like right here. You can go to the right a little bit, and then you can just jump from these platforms, like and then hit a shortcut that actually skips most level. Not most level, but most of this segment. I took the slower path, I guess, to just have this area be shown off.
Yeah, but then when you started going further, then I'm like, wow, this has got some flow to it.
Yes, I wanted to incorporate like platforming, but I wanted to make it feel like fast platforming, or like Sonic Generations' main level design trope, where you have the speed and platforming fused together. So you can go as fast as you want without interrupting your flow. Also, I couldn't get loops to work in Dreams, so I just kind of have a cameo like here and there in the levels, like cameo loops. I mean, I could have loops, but they'll be like 100% automated because the Dreams engine cannot handle puppets standing on walls or on ceilings.
Yeah, I mean, if that's a hard thing you're working on and you weren't sure if that's like wasn't even the main focus, then it's just best to like save that for later instead of spending too much time on something that you're not even sure is going to be a core mechanic.
Yeah. I definitely spent like a long time on the puppet. I spent almost a year just on the puppet. Now, I haven't been spending the entire year on the puppets, but I just had to make sure my puppet was 100% ready for the actual game release. Let's see. Now, going back to here, I'm super glad I started working on this segment after the wide calculator got added to the game. Dreams. Because without the wide calculator, this whole thing wouldn't work. I mean, it would, but I had to get super creative.
By the way, like, what do you think if you like kind of darken the sky a little bit when the portals started appearing? Like, just add some kind of darkening element. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, it's just portals popping up. Like, it wouldn't really darken the sky a little bit. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just they already kind of look menacing, but I'm just wondering if that would add any more to it. But it's just a thought.
Yeah. Also, I did turn off subtitles after this level because I'm like, maybe it'll be best to leave this off, you know. Alright, so I'm gonna go on to the next clip now, where you actually get to the first cutscene. Now, I'm I like animating, but I'm not that good at animation, you know. But it's passable. I'm like, I try not to make my animations look too stiff, but also not too floaty either. Plus, for this game, I didn't want to burn myself out, so I kind of made the animation look a little rigid until maybe I get some help with this project, because I don't know, I'm kind of banking on people like wanting to help with this project after I released the first demo, because I don't think I can, do this entire game idea by myself in a short time. But if it means I have to spend a couple years on this project solo, might as well, So
Yeah.
here's the second cutscene of the game, where after Sonic gets spat out the portal. And I'm not gonna let you know exactly what the plot is. I'm gonna leave that to happen. So, I don't know. I could just say right now, here's the plot, here's what's gonna happen. But I want to leave that reaction to you.
Yeah, the voice acting is like definitely an improvement from the text.
Yeah. Definitely better to have voice acting, if you ask me. Oh yeah, this little shit took me... Oh, sorry, I can't cuss. This little guy took me so long to get right. Because I had to get Tails to follow Sonic and whatnot through the level. But if he fell out of the scene, he didn't respawn. So I had to get code in to do that. Now, I already did something similar with my game Sonic Future, where Sonic would tag up a shadow and whatnot. But, that really didn't work too well. But luckily, with me being as experienced as I am now, I got it to work. And hey, I even have Tails fly when he actually doesn't have ground to stand on.
How long did it take you to figure out, like,
the logic?
Yeah, you get because it's not like you had like some trouble getting him to follow you and stuff. So
the thing is, I had trouble with the teleporting, because sometimes, he wouldn't teleport at all. Sometimes he would just, teleport into the ground. The logic would break, anything like that. But thanks to my logic being less complicated and more straight to the point, it broke less often. Plus, the Tails' ability to fly, he'll fall into pits less often, so that's less often he'll have to teleport. Yeah.
Yeah, like the easiest Sonic character I played, and the ones I played from you is I forgot what the guy is called, but it was like that white hedgehog dude. He could float.
Silver.
Yeah, I guess Silver. He could float if you hold R1, I think, and then you could dash with circle.
Oh yeah. In the Sonic Future game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I kind of regret Sonic Future as a game. It was just the worst thing I've ever done.
That one had reset zones though, the kill zones.
Yeah, I learned my lesson with this game. I actually have kill zones all over the map. Like I placed a giant kill zone underneath the water that extends in the entirety of the Boundary of Dreams. So, okay. So I guess you So what do you think of this?
Because I was falling through them. I was falling through those cracks when you jump. But keep in mind I was playing on a PS4, so the gameplay looks more fluid on this. On yours.
PS5.
Yeah.
So what do you think of the level? So for this level, because I didn't want to make it look like Sonic's World. I wanted it to be like a different vibe to it.
Oh, it looks great, man. Like and I like how I just the lighting's casted throughout the like the world.
Yeah, I wanted to incorporate the 3 scenario level design, where at the beginning you'd have one patch level, like you have this forest area of some water, but then if you go over to left, you enter this log forest area, like suspended below water, and then you run into this mountainy area, and then you run back into the forest from there. I feel like that kind of level design, it just makes you feel like you're covering so much ground instead of just having it be one set piece the whole time, you know?
There's a lot of depth to it, yeah.
Yeah. Plus, it definitely helped with my level design because, I don't know. I'm not that good of a level designer, honestly. Though, judging from your reactions, it's passable for a video game. So, the next video I'm going to show is a cutscene. And remember how I said I had different, I had, made characters for this game?
Yeah.
You're about to meet one of them. And this character technically existed for a long time before this game. So luckily, I already had his character down. And the thing is, I'm not good at modeling characters from scratch, but I am good at repurposing other models, aka Sonic's model, and turning them into something different. For example, this cutscene where we meet the one, the only, Blazer the Hedgehog. This play on his name is kind of like a pun because he has these hover shoes that he uses to go fast. He's not fast by nature, but with the shoes that he invented for himself, he's able to, go fast like a trailblazer. So that's kind of where the name came from. And this cutscene, man, I wish my animation skills were better to convey this cutscene more. It just feels stiff and rigid, but whatever. It's good enough as it is for a sole developer, I guess. I attempted some changes, like laser rolling, but I don't know, felt too out of character for what I wanted to do. Because for this game, Blazer has an arc. It's basically like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, where Ratchet meets another version of himself, but less experience. And that's kind of what the theme is the entire game. Where Blazer just decides to, just has to overcome his doubts and insecurities to be a hero, blah, blah, blah. Classic heroic stuff and whatnot. So.
Or
yeah,
you can say
that's my first.
Or is it accurate to say like the Spider-Man Miles Morales thing, or is that inaccurate?
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like my best comparison would be Ratchet and Clank, because in Spider-Man Miles Morales, Peter's not there to teach Miles, at least on screen. But in the Ratchet and Clank games, Ratchet was constantly working alongside Rivet to complete their goals, So, I feel like I want to take inspiration from Ratchet and Clank more than Spider-Man.
Got it.
I forgot to turn off the pelvis on Sonic. You see, okay, on Sonic's model, like, for example, there's this, like, round disc thing around his pelvis, and that's not supposed to be there when you actually play as Sonic. Let's see if I can come up with, like, a good example here. Like, the pelvis thing is not on Sonic in gameplay in some shots, and that's because that's intentional, because, that's used for animating, because the pelvis bone is actually invisible, because that's how Bride did it. So I had to, like, hide the bone, I guess, but I forgot to hit it when I record these scenes, so. Fun trivia number 1.
Easter eggs.
So before I get to the next scene, I definitely want to go over how Blazer controls. Wait, that's not Blazer. Oh, I misnamed the fucking names. So here is the boy in action. Like I said, he's not fast by default. He like skates like Shadow does. And I definitely wanted to convey to the animation that he's definitely new at using these things. Because, like, is he like really floaty on his feet, I guess? There's his attacks there. He skates, he bobs back and forth kind of fluidly. Instead of, like, like what Shadow would do and just, I don't know, big controlled movement a little bit. I definitely want to make the animation more, like, confidence if I ever make a sequel to this game. But, that's kind of how I wanted to do. And for the homing attack,
is the animations like a bit slightly cel shaded or something from the looks of the little emissions from the skates?
The shoes?
Yeah, am I looking at that
Um,
right, or is that just like the stream quality?
might be the stream quality, they're not cel shaded at all.
Because it looks cool. Like,
It does. Yeah, I definitely wanted to make um Blazer like not just a Shadow and Sonic clone mixed together. So I decided to add like trails at the bottom of his shoes to show that he is definitely like having some fancy tech in there to make it work. You know.
it's like it looks like some smooth jet set radio kind of animation.
Yeah, yeah. So you may notice that Blazer also has a homing attack. I basically wanted to make Blazer and Sonic control similarly because those two are kind of like the same, right? And so for his homing attack, I took after Sonic forces and made the reticle a little different. Plus, when he goes to homing attack, he hangs in the air a little bit, and then he attacks with a delay, but it's more powerful. You know. Like, in Sonic Forces, I never liked the delayed homing attack, you know, because it did the exact same damage as Sonic. So I figured with this game having move sets, you know, for combat, I figured I would have Blazer's homing attack do more damage. Obviously, you know, slower delay with a higher damage rate.
Did that when he launched that mine, does the mines have gravity, or was that just
Yes.
okay? It's just I guess just the timing of it, because it looked like it just stood in the air.
Yeah, that's because if you look closely, let's see when I drop it. Like I actually drop it above me, and then I just bounce off the Bannock into it.
Got it.
That looks pretty cool, though.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, it happened so fast the first time I didn't see it.
Yeah. Okay, so the next level is Crystal Caverns. Still the Mirian Forest, by the way, and I wanted to showcase that by starting out in the forest area you were just in. You know, familiar level design, but with a different character. You know, before Blaze didn't have that move where he would charge up his boots and then launch forward. It's basically his version of the spin dash that can be like used in the air, kind of like a drop dash. You know, I implemented that after this whole level was in here, so I'm not sure. I mean, it definitely doesn't break anything because you have to charge it first, obviously. You know. So after this short section, you go into like this open area, and again, I really suck at doing these open areas. You go into this cave, a crystal cavern, you may say. I'm not sorry. I actually had a friend help me out with some of these levels. Like, for example, this entire section was made by my friend, I guess. Not like a friend, just someone I know on Dreams. You know, that was actually didn't take advantage of me.
It's a good addition. It's like it blends well.
Yeah. Now this whole area was actually made by me because I didn't know what to do with this level afterwards, and then I kind of figured, why can I sculpt something? So I tried sculpting this entire area, and I actually learned about the blending mode where you can stamp and blend the shapes together. I didn't know that existed. And so using that, I kind of made this whole open area look good, actually. And yeah, this is definitely when I unlocked a new skill for myself. Yeah, I shot the bomb there. Yeah, this hill would have been a great way to show off the acceleration, but unfortunately I didn't go off it in the footage.
Level up.
So you get further into the level and whatnot, and I actually show off one of the other Blaze's abilities, because he has hover shoes, right? So why doesn't he use those to hover? You know, so here's where I do it. Yeah, it's hovering, look at that, oh my god! Yeah, I don't know.
You're pretty good at animations, man. I mean, like, nobody has to be like the most skilled or anything, but
like, yeah,
like you said, well, I only say that because I'm not saying that you're not, but
don't worry.
No, like it's like pro level. I mean,
yeah. You know, I like the detail I put in of reversing Sonic and Blazer's colors. Like, Sonic has green eyes, and Blazer has blue eyes. You know. And green fur, blue fur. Green eye, blue eye. And, kind of white shoes, red shoes, white gloves, red gloves. I don't know. And I actually sculpted the legs, the shoes myself, as a matter of fact. I kind of took the SA2 shoes, modified it heavily, and boom, Blazers hover shoes.
So you only have a dual. You only have DualShock, or do you have motion controllers?
Dual sense. I use a dual sense.
I forgot they changed the names.
Well,
I used to make a lot of my stuff with the motion controls, but lately, like over the past couple of years, I've been using the DualShock controller on the PS4.
I use motion controls. Period.
And so like the VR, the Move controllers, right?
Yeah.
But the PS5 ones.
Yeah, it's the PS5. I use the PS5 controller.
No. Like, you know how like
What?
the VR controllers, like there's a new PS5. There's like the PlayStation
Oh, the-
VR 2 has a new motion controllers,
Yeah.
and then the PlayStation 4 only has the PS Move controllers. You know, the ball with the lights on it.
Yeah, the PS Move controllers repurposed in the PS3.
Yeah, so that's what you're talking about, right? The actual.
No.
You're just talking about the dual sense 5.
The controller. Yeah, the regular controller. I use the motion controls on the controller.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh wait, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. I forgot that Dreams has the ability to use motion and non-motion on the actual regular controller. So that's what you. Yeah, I get it now.
Nice. So yeah. So Crystal Caverns, I definitely wanted to like, I don't know, like. I actually had no control of which stages were actually going to be in here because I also hired a script writer to write the script for this game, and he came up with most levels. And you know, a funny detail they added: if you got like a bad rank, like a D or below, Sonic will just Sonic will just fucking look at you and like, "Are you serious? This is the best you could do?" I may have not coded the time bonus properly on this level though. Like I clearly fit. Oh wait, no, maybe I finished late. Like that's because the time bonus. Yeah, maybe I had to beat this level in another 3 minutes, and I didn't get any time bonus for that. I suppose.
I just like how this is the suspense. Like you give it a couple of seconds, and then.
Yeah. Anyways, so there's actually a cutscene in this next area. So yeah, Blazer asks Sonic Tails to come with him, and this is where the base reside. Like you can actually see at the end of the level, there's like a little doorway here. Foreshadowing, yeah. And here, so we already have an alternate version of Sonic. So I asked the question, what about an alternate version of Tails? Also, the walk animations here are like really weird. I decided to actually use like the puppet.
Yeah, go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
I definitely use the natural puppet movements for these two, so I cannot do these walk animations, so that the puppet would do all the work for me. But for some reason, Tails' puppet animations don't work, so I actually have to manually add his walking in. So that's gonna be fun.
I would do that. That reminds me of what I would do in what was it called? Source Filmmaker. I just use like the preset walking animations, and I just move. I moved them.
Oh no!
It worked though. It definitely.
Oh no!
It might not have been like the most tidy animation, but it was good enough.
Okay. As long as you got the legs moving, that's all that matters.
Yeah. So the legs were moving, and I just moved the position of the character. So the walking or running animation was going, but their whole body was just moving along the floor. So it looked like they were running on the floor.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to continue playing the cutscene where you can actually meet a new character I developed. Also using Sonic's base for reference.
Oh, who's this? Like a
Meet Yang.
samurai.
This is Yang. I originally named him Alex, you know, based off my friends OC I used to roleplay with back in the day. But the scriptwriter thought Alex was too, you know, not Sonic-like. So he figured we'd use the name Yang. I don't know. Maybe I should introduce his brother Yin. I should introduce Yin. Jokes aside. I will touch on Alex. Yang, I mean, in his character, puppet controller.
That reminds me of that Samurai Cat Dreams film that recently came out, or the new episode of it.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. It's on my to play list.
So here's Yang's puppet. I wanted him. So he's basically, I don't know. Okay, how can I pronounce? So as you can tell from the cutscene, he's very much aggressive. So I figured I'd give him a sword to match his hot-headed personality. You know,
He's a bit OP.
He's not really a bit OP. The thing is, I had different ideas for each character. So Sonic was fast, obviously. He's a speed character. Blazer is also a speed character, but I'd actually argue he's the technique character, I guess. You know, because he has his brains to help him out with his inventions and whatnot. And Yang is the combat specialist, as you can see. You know, able to wipe out enemies with a sword. His puppet's a little unfinished because of the Sonic line there. Plus, I still need.
What did he say?
Huh?
What line did he say? Cat food.
Yahoo!
Oh,
Sonic saying Yahoo!
it sounded like he said cat food.
I'm still waiting on the. I'm still need to get the voice actor's line in here. Maybe I'll leave him silent to match his personality. Maybe. So yeah, that's a Yang for you. But let's go on to Sonic's fourth level.
Clever looking characters, man. Like, it's more like diverse and stuff.
Yeah. So the design of the characters I had to think about constantly, because Blazer actually had different pairs of shoes back then. It was basically Sonic shoes but recolored, because I still wasn't comfortable enough with the model. But one of my toxic friends said, "No, this isn't good."
Would you ever?
Yeah, I had a separate.
Oh, go ahead.
What? I had a separate instance of a toxic friend. Like another one. Again, I don't want to name any names here, but just yeah, he put me down a lot. And this is one of the reasons. Like the Blazer shoes wasn't like the custom shoes you saw. It was actually just, you know, like Sonic shoes were recolored. And so because I felt bad, I decided to give him new shoes. And I was considering giving him a visor that allowed him to scan areas in the environment. But that, you know, I just decided that'd be a little overkill. He already has his magnet on his arm, which allows him to do the homing attack. And he also has the tougher shoes. You know, so I figured I'd give him a new, more unique design. Though I might bring back the old shoe design for the, like, you know, for like a character arc moment. If I ever make a sequel to this game. You know, like taking after Sonic, you know, embracing that.
Do you ever get indecisive, or are you quick to kind of like decide on between like a few choices?
I'm pretty quick, honestly. I don't really like. I'm gonna try and do it out. If it works, it's great. If it doesn't, scrap it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't waste any time with this project, considering how I'm like a solo dev.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Corrosive Canyon, and don't let the timer lie to you. I just died for the level, and I just respawned here. So I figured I'd just cut it from here. So welcome to Corrosion Canyon. I wanted to make this level more open, but that didn't pan out. But it's kind of linear still, kind of more open. You still have, like, for example, I'm actually traversing the rooftops of the level instead of, like, the path downstairs. I think it might be faster to take the straight path, but, you know. Oh yeah, as you can tell, we have like robots here. These are like the enemy robots from a villain of the story that I'm not gonna spill the beans on just yet. That one I'm keeping it secret. You know. So this canyon is definitely very huge, very open, expansive, but still pretty linear, all things considered. Also, I like to use jump ramps to like really helpful for getting from point A to B really quickly. Yeah. Also, I had created a new enemy for this level. I wanted homing attack chains in this level, but I didn't have a custom enemy to use. So I yoinked an enemy from Dreams, customized it a little bit, and then boom, we got homing tag chains now, baby.
And in this level, do you still try to like are there any like tunnels or something like through like canyons? Like how you know how like in the other level that you did, you kind of like went below like the trees or something. There were like rivers in the Green Hill world, I think it was.
Yeah.
Not that like not that I feel like it's missing. Oh, there you go. See, look, that's what I mean. Like some carved out tunnels through the canyons or something like that.
Well, yeah, kind of. Whoa.
Oh, shoot.
That's a glitch. See? Death pit. I learned my lesson. So, yeah, I wanted to, like, have, like, a short segment where you went inside a building and whatnot. I didn't really make it too good or anything. I just kind of had some blocks everywhere and just called it a day. I might, I don't know.
Because when you have them in the other levels, it's like, you know, that's what kind of like people are expecting, sort of. Yeah. Which is because it looks really good.
Yeah, I'm glad I spent so long on this project. And go up here, and you have like this is another mock speed segment. Like it's very short. I just wanted like a short burst of speed for the ending. So this is leading to a cutscene I haven't made yet. That's because I actually wanted to skip that because my Sonic and Blazer voice actors haven't done their lines yet for the cutscene after the last one we did. So, you know, I'm still waiting on them to do stuff like that. Oh yeah, here's a little short snippet of the world map that I have.
The overview.
Yeah, I took some inspiration from Sonic Forces, but actually made it look presentable.
So you got Green Hill there? It's kind of the...
This is actually the Meridian Forest. The first level you spawn in after the portal.
Okay, like the text.
There's a canyon we were just in too.
Right.
And over here is actually the 5th level. I'm gonna put in. Speaking of which,
so about 5 worlds you're planning?
No. This is not the full game. This is 10% of the whole game.
But like how many worlds though?
Like level? You mean?
Like how you have Meridian Zone and the Canyon level? Like the themes.
Several. Over 10.
Oh, okay.
To be fair though, you only visit those locations like once. Though if I have time, I'll probably make some bonus levels in those areas with only one area in them. Maybe. So this is supposed to be like a beachy aesthetic, beachy forest and whatnot. And I don't know how I did too good here. Just the canyon. It's like yeah, this is a totally beach, right, guys?
You could say it's Plastic Beach from the Gorillaz album.
Funny.
Their album cover actually has like hues of orange and pink, so you could kind of.
Well, that didn't go fancy, but how about this? Now this is a beach, a very video gaming beach, but like it's a beach nonetheless.
Sonic Beach.
Sonic beaches, yes. Sonic gets no beaches, but Blazer has all the beaches. Oh my god. So this level's unfinished currently, as you can tell from any rings or mostly enemies. And here's where it ends. I kind of ran out of ideas here, and I kind of spent most of my time trying to polish up the game for this area. However, I do have one more character that is playable, and he is the parkourist of them all. And I swapped the file names, but meet Sky.
I was wondering about that.
I made this character in Sonic Forces when it came out, I guess. And I decided, okay, look, I need like another character. So I figured I'll take this and put it in the game. And now we have Sky. Yeah, he's basically so Blazer's the worried, anxiety fueled guy. Yang's the hothead who means well. And Sky's kind of the strategist and level-headed of them both, if that makes sense. You know, to round out the trio. And he has wall running abilities.
He's some kind of bird.
He's a bird. Yes. Again, Sonic Forces stuff.
So they all don't wall run like that. Only Sky wall runs.
Yes, only Sky wall runs. See, for Sonic, his logic was already so complicated that if I added wall running, that would probably mean to that his levels would just be shorter and less filled, I guess, with content, if that makes sense. Because 2% does mean a lot. Plus, don't, like, make Sky less, you know, interesting. Because, like, Sonic can wall run, Sky can wall run, you know. So I just figured to have Sonic be the speed type and, you know, have Sky do his own wall running shenanigans. Plus, Sonic already can't wall run without having to run up an incline first. And if there's no inclines to run up on, well...
He's just gonna run right through it, I guess.
Yeah. Now...
No, I like how you split them up, the skills.
Yeah, it's definitely... I definitely didn't want to make it like Sonic Adventure 2, where you had the speed stages, and then the slow mech stages, and then the explorative metal stages. No! I made them all pretty fast, but they all have their own spin. Even if Blazer is still a Sonic clone, he still accelerates faster and can keep his speed more, but he's like slower than Sonic. You know, because he accelerates faster, but he's slower than Sonic, if that makes sense. And he does more damage on home attack. So, little stuff like that I took into heavy consideration. And now here's the second final thing I like to show you. Sky's Tech Bunker, stage level 7. This is like 2 levels after the beach level. And this I love this level a lot. It's just really, it looks beautiful and techy.
Yeah, it goes with the the color scheme and everything.
Actually, yeah, you're right. So there's multiple pathways you can take. Like, go up here like where I am now. We can run over to there. Go behind you, for example. You know, I wanted to make this level have options. Because if Sky's a parkour master, he needs to be like in an open obstacle course. So in a way, I'm still adding the explorative gameplay from Knuckles, but I'm making it into a full Sonic stage. You know. Though, if I had to rank all the characters based on speed, Sonic would be number 1, followed by Blazer, then Sky, and then Yang. You know. I feel like that'd be a cool little thing to add. Though,
like
Sky does...
a stats, like a stats page.
Yeah. I definitely like, so you can wall run anywhere in Sky. It's not limited to select walls. Like, you can wall run up anything. If I say up like that. Yeah, which definitely like would put more options in players' hands. You know, by wall running literally anywhere. Yeah, that's about how far I got, but I'm actually gonna show off another area here over here, which is gonna be pretty cool. And
that reminds me of yeah, go ahead.
This move was actually inspired by Blaze's spinning claw from Sonic 06. And you know, so Sky doesn't do combat much. He's the hit and run type character. Instead of engaging enemies, he instead uses them to traverse level. You know, like example being like all the way past here when when I actually use the enemy to get up here. Like that. I don't know why it doesn't do any damage though. I'm gonna have to change that. Yeah, I definitely want him to do damage, obviously, but you know.
I totally forgot that you included a first person mode in one of those Sonic games. That's, I don't know.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you remember that one Sonic game you have like a first person camera mode.
That probably came with the puppet. So.
Oh. I mean, it was kind of neat, but it was when I was like chasing Metal Sonic, I think, that I realized, oh yeah, there's a first
Oh
person
yeah,
mode
the
here.
Sonic 2021 game. Yeah, I remember that making that one. So here's the final thing I did. I mean, technically Tech Bunker was the final thing, but here's the second final thing I did, which was the first boss fight of the game. Now, for the game story, I really hate it when Sonic games just treat Sonic like a god and everyone else can't handle the threat. Like, I played Sonic Heroes, you guys can handle this. So instead of having one playable character be here, I decided to have the playable character plus 2 NPCs that follow you around and do their own attacks, which I demonstrate here, as a matter of fact. So you have Blazer and Yang following Sonic, but at random they'll actually break from the group and do their own attack, or do a team up attack to do a Sonic for extra damage. Why does Blazer have no animations?
Yeah, Blazer. Oh, look, Blazer's.
He's dominating.
He's got that like robot kids toy get him kind of vibe, like that
Yeah.
that Kevin McAllister, like it's a bomb kind of thing going on.
Yeah. So after a few home attacks, the enemy will actually bonk Sonic away, which is pretty funny. You know, I definitely like adding that in. I'm gonna add in more attacks for this guy, but right now he's just sitting there menacingly. I'm gonna let these guys do their own attacks. You know, see there, I didn't do anything and they just attacked them, but obviously it's kind of rare. So
That's a
at random,
good feature to have. Is just like the whole when games do that, like the teammate AI actually does something, or you know, NPC whatever.
Yeah.
It just adds more to
Immersion.
the emergence companionship, if you want to say.
Because the thing is, the plot of this game is these guys are fighting a war against an enemy. Again, I shall not name for the surprise factor. And basically, they have to take back their home. And they're not going to let some stranger do all the work. No, they're going to be in the action. And for example, here, Yang's actually, like in a pose here, not attacking an enemy. What that's going to signal is he actually run up to Yang and this slapping.
Oh dang! Sonic got sliced.
Kinda. The animation messed up there, but Sonic was gonna like Sonic's supposed to bounce off of Yang's sword, and those two are gonna attack him. Yeah, like, and if you actually fail the quick time event, you actually get knocked away. It's very fun to look at. But if you succeed and hit the button in time, you can actually do that. Again, I'm gonna add more attacks to this guy to make him feel like a boss fight. But yeah, that's about all I have to share for Sonic Dimensions.
It's looking good, man. Like I could. There's so much improvement from the games I played and dreams that you made.
Yeah. You can definitely tell that I have not been just sitting around in dreams. Like, again, I've made so many projects that I have not shared to the public yet.
So what's your
on my PS5?
What's your backlog looking like? How many? You know how like how much percent full is your dreams saves?
Oh, close to bursting, honestly.
And you can't what, you're at the point where you can't decide what to delete. You just trying to keep all of it.
Yep.
I'm at 99%. I tried to add something today, just like a quick change to start something off with, and it said I was full. I'm like, all I did was try to change one thing. I'll just get to it later though. But yeah, that's what you call 99% full dream space.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, again, I'm just really hoping when I release the demo, I'll have some people to help me out with this project, because this is a lot for one guy to do, and I can't exactly like sell a Sonic fan game uses OCs very well without a working product to show for it, right? And you know, I'm definitely gonna plan to release a demo that includes stages 1 through 4, and then maybe level 5 as well as the corresponding cutscenes. And then I'll skip a few levels and head straight to Tech Bunker to show off Sky's gameplay. And then after that, that's when the demo like ends as it reveals the big bad and whatnot of the game. I feel like then it'll be a good selling point for people to see the vision and then want to help collaborate on this.
Yeah, well, it's looking good so far. I mean, and then like, I mean, it's not like you're not the only Sonic fan or the only person who's made like Sonic games and Dreams.
Yeah,
there's plenty. So yeah,
definitely. But
there's people out there.
there's definitely like a lot. Like this is definitely like gonna be the most impressive Sonic fan game Dreams. Because not only does it have full voice acting, not only does it have like original scripts that is like gonna have so much hours of gameplay, but it also has like a lot of content within this thing, and not to mention the fact that let me pull up the script real quick to give you like give everyone like a small taste of what's to come and whatnot. So some stages are that are gonna be in the game. For example, like stage 5 is Blue Bay, the speech area you're in. And then stage 6 is actually the boss fight you saw. But then after that is Tech Bunker. After a lot of cutscenes of exposition of why there's a war to begin with. You know, and that's when Sonic Tails realized, oh my god, we're not in the right place. But then way later, can I just say that the entire script is 69 pages long?
69 pages. What size is the font?
11.
Oh dang, that's a lot, man.
Yes.
Just like an estimate, I know like that's not a given, but like when do you think it'll be like complete, like 2026 or something, or
like the full game?
Yeah.
Or the demo?
Full game.
Okay. Assuming I'm like working on this completely solo, let me see. Okay, so I started this project. Let's see. Let me go to my Discord server and let's see what my first ever update was. Right here, I kind of started like doing the levels around 5/16, like the 5/16/2024. So it's like 6 months ago. No, not 6, 7 months ago. And I got this far. Though I have been working on the game a little bit more than that. You know, like maybe let's say I actually started doing this project back in like April, maybe. So that'll be like 8 months for all this. I don't know, maybe I'd have to say like late 2095 or 2026 or something like that for the full game release.
Nice.
I don't know, yeah, like it's taken a while, and honestly, I'm really hoping that I can like, again, have some volunteers to help me out with this, because, you know, that would be awesome if I can somehow find talented people on Dreams that want to see this vision come to life.
Well, it was cool to have you on, bro. Thanks for joining.
It was fun to be here, Sub. I enjoyed sharing my proudest work in Dreams.